Hello, I am Man Chow, Kenneth Chow. You, you can call me either name. Today this is my quantum gravity series video number 34. Today's topic is two topics. Topic A, the strong electromagnetic and gravitational forces are all one and the same force. So what is the underlying reason, that is to say, what are the underpinning mechanisms of these forces? Then, topic B, what is the intuitive and informed concept of the structure of a black hole as gained from astronomical observations of some of the observable black holes in the cosmos, and from such mathematical and physical theories so far postulated and models so far posited. A first, as I described in video 20 of this series, that's last year, the electromagnetic and the gravitational forces, they are either the force of attraction by the Planck black holes or the force of repulsion by the Planck white holes in all objects of all matter all around us, and also is inside us, as it's a known fact that the human body also gravitates and are subject to gravity. The human body also has positive and negative charges and conduct electricity and are subject to magnetic forces, even though such EM forces, electromagnetic force, gravity, are usually very feeble. For reasons as I have explained in my video 13 and video 32, these forces are also elsewhere in the universe, wherever there is hydrogen, that is to say, ubiquitous, as I explained in my video 19 and video 33. These forces are electromagnetic dipole. That's to say, dipole means Planck white holes, Planck black holes. They're dipoles. They're separated by a small distance. They're electromagnetic dipole moments, as I explained in video 32. This is my video 32. Which are usually very weak, and as objects of matter are usually neutral. Due to the positive charges, the Planck white black holes, and the negative charges, the Planck white holes. That's my theory there. The net positive charges are the Planck black holes, and the negative charges are the Planck white holes. And these are normally orientated in the body in random directions. This led to the mutual cancellation of a great majority of the forces in the body, and therefore the bodies usually do not exhibit significant force in any particular direction. Also in this field, the total numbers of positive and negative charges, as to say Planck black holes and Planck white holes, in any objects are always equal, because each black hole has a white hole with concomitant with it, so they are equal in a body. And the bodies are also usually neutral, except when the body object is charged electromagnetically, so that the positive and negative charges are attracted and moved to one side. That is, the object becomes electrified or magnetized. There's a famous experiment by Michael Faraday called the ice pail experiment, in which he demonstrated how he electrified the ice pail by using a charged object. You can electrify the ice pail. And now, what are the theoretical basis for the strong electromagnetic and gravitational forces being all in one form? I have demonstrated, many of my previous videos that all the forces, the strong force, the electromagnetic force, and the strong force, electromagnetic force, and gravity, they all can be expressed in a form here. Under my upper finger, as you say, Planck mass divided by Planck length times c square. C square means light speed square, light in vacuum square, and multiplied by integral multiple of Planck mass divided by an integral multiple of Planck length. The underlying mechanisms are as explained by me in video 13, 14, 15 already. In particular, in the work examples of my video 15, 21, and 22 of this series. If you follow the diagram in my video 21 and the Planck black hole first top equation, that is equation number 2, and the Planck black hole origin of mass equation, that is to say equation 7. Both of these are demonstrated in my video 30. The magnitudes of the electromagnetic and the gravitational forces can be obtained as expressed in the above form, as this form. Now I want to give an example how the strong force can become computed. I've computed the strong force at the proton level. Why at the proton level? Because it's the maximum, the highest strong force. The highest strong force is at the proton level. It's not at the center of the proton. It is at the surface of the proton. This is a theory by Newton. Newton's iron sphere theory. If you have a sphere of matter, and which is nearly constant in density, then the highest forces of gravitational force is exhibited at the surface of the sphere, not in the center. So if you assume that the proton is of constant density, then the strong force is at the level of the proton, the surface of the proton, not at the center. In fact, the strong force decreases gradually, and until at the center it becomes zero. I want to give this example how to compute. Let's say if the proton level, the quantum radius means the quantum wavelength divided by 2 pi. Everyone knows about what is the quantum wavelength, but nobody knows what is the quantum radius. It is the radius is equal to quantum wavelength divided by 2 pi. Usually, when you talk about wavelength, is the 2 pi radius. But it's much more convenient to express it in quantum radius, because it's the radius is the main factor in this kind of computation. The quantum radius is equal to 0.2103 times 10 to the power minus 15 meter. Now using equation 7, equation 7 is the actually the expanded form of the equation 2. E squared divided by 2 pi epsilon naught divided by r, the radius, quantum radius, square divided by alpha, and is equal to the Planck mass times c square divided by the Planck length times multiple of Planck mass divided by multiple of Planck length. This is the actually this above form. I'm using the above form, and it's equal to this. 2.177 times 10 to the power minus 8 is the Planck mass, time multiplied by the multiple. What's the multiple? The multiple means the in this case it means the mass of the the proton divided by the Planck mass. That's the multiple, and multiplied by c squared. That's in the above form, in this form. And then in the denominator you have the Planck length 1.616 times 10 to the power minus 35 multiplied by the quantum radius of proton 0.2103 times 10 to the power minus 15 meter divided by the 1.616 times 10 to the power minus 35. This is the Planck length, and the result of computation here is easily obtained. 7.158 times 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 5 newtons. That is to say, it is 715,800 newtons. So you see how strong the strong forces. Now I shall refer to the work examples at the end of video 15, previous video, for elucidation of the use of equation 2 and the above form for computation of the electromagnetic force and the force of gravity, which are naturally equal in number because they are one and the same force and computed at the same mass charges and at the same distance. So I use the, let me refer back to my video 15. The example I want to refer is this one. This is in my previous video 15. It's for the gravitational force between the sun and the earth, and also computed under using the Newton's equation here, Newton law equation, familiar which we used to be, and then using the equation 2, that is the Coulomb's law equation. That is the equation derived from the Coulomb's law equation and derived from equation 2 here. This equation, Q squared, the charge square is equal to 10 to the power 7 times mass times radius times alpha. In that computation in video 15, the final result is this, and this is equal to the final result using the Newton's law equation. They should be equal because they are this is actually used to demonstrate that the force, the gravity and electromagnetic force are exactly one and the same force. And if they are computed at the same mass, using the same mass, same charges, and at the same distance between the body, then they should be, in this case, the sun and the earth, then they should be equal. And you see, it's actually equal. And you can see here. But now, what I want to do is to use this form, the equation to calculate instead of the Newton's law equation or using this one here, the equation derived from Coulomb's law and equation 2. I want to use this form to calculate. And you have my equation here. At first, I divide it under the Newton's laws first, and it is equal to 35.42 times 10 to the power 21 newtons. And next, I use this form to calculate, and you have here. And then you see this first, and the result is also 35.42 times 10 to the power 21 newtons. Using the method is, of course, using the same Planck mass times Planck divided by Planck length times c squared, and then times a multiple of Planck mass and multiple of Planck length. But there's some tricky here. Something tricky here is c square is actually equal to what? Actually equal to the c, the Newton's constant, 6.67 times 10 to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. And this this is also multiplied by the Planck length divided by Planck length, multiplied by Planck mass divided by Planck length. And so, when you multiply this out, you have this cancellation of the Planck mass with the cancellation with the Planck mass. Planck length cancel with the Planck length, so the result is equal to the same as the Newton's law. Actually, this it transformed back to the Newton's law, the form of the Newton's law. So you see, using this form, actually, this is transformed back to the Newton's law equation. So it should be the same. The same. And what is this c square is equal to 6.6273 times 10 to the power minus 11 times Planck mass divided by Planck length. This is actually derived from the Planck black hole equation number 9 of my video 30. Yeah, this equation number 9 of my Planck 30. And this equation was actually devised by me long time ago, nearly at least 3 years, maybe 4 years ago, in the video number 2 of the series. It's almost 4 years ago. Just to say this one. G is your Planck length divided by Planck mass times c squared, and this is equal to 6.673 times 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. This is almost 4 years ago, derived by me. And now I call it the Planck black hole equation number 9 in my new arrangement, the new arrangement in my Planck video 30. I call it this equation number 9. It's quite a disturbance some while ago. I was distracted. Now I come to the topic B, which is what is an intuitive concept of the structure of a black hole as gained from astronomical observations of the observable ones in the cosmos, and from such mathematical and physical theories so far postulated and models so far posited. There are no black holes in nature which are close at hand. for study. The Planck black holes, due to the infinitesimal minuteness, that is 1.616 times 10 to the power minus 35 meters. So even though they are ubiquitous everywhere, it cannot be studied because they are so small, so tiny. Except by the, there's an exception, except by the observable effects, which are the h bar, the reduced Planck constant, E squared, etc. And the Planck black hole equation, which I just showed you in my video 30. And also video 31, which is about the entropy of a black hole, Planck black hole, video 31. These are the observable effects. So you see, even though they cannot be seen actually, there's no way at the present present stage of the scientific development, there's no way you can see the Planck black hole because it's so microscopic, so small. But there are a lot of observable effects. The h bar, E squared, and all the Planck black hole equations can be exhibited from the effects of the observable effects. But there in astronomy, although large black holes are not close at hand, they're at least thousands of light years away, maybe even billions of light years away, but so they are not close at hand. They cannot be studied in detail. But there are a large number of black holes which can be seen, even photographed, through infrared, ultraviolet, violet, microwave, radio, and optical telescopes. All kinds of telescopes at all wavelength spectrums. And for those the images which can be taken, they look like the synoptic figures shown below. Here. These two, I got it from the book Cosmos by Christy P. And this, I got it from a book called How Did the First Stars and Galaxies Form? By Abram Lowe, who is a professor of astronomy in Harvard University. So you look at this. From these observed images, the intuitive concept is that matter, either in a cloud, a form of a cloud, or in a halo, a form of a halo, or in a form of an ejected stream or jet. They are ejected in two azimuthal directions, orthogonal to the lateral directions in which matter is assumed to go into the black holes. You see, the matter assumed to go into the black hole in the lateral direction from here into the black hole. But then they are ejected in orthogonal direction, that is to say, direction perpendicular to the plane in which the matter is assumed to go into the black hole. Here again, the matter the black hole, the position of the black hole is here, and then the matter is assumed to go into the black hole in the lateral direction, but then they are ejected in an orthogonal direction. Orthogonal means perpendicular to the direction in which they enter the black hole. And this also this here, here of course is not shown the position of black hole is about here, but then the halo or the jet comes out in a perpendicular direction. Now, one of the other model from the physical or mathematical theory, you have the crucial coordinates, which is term also called the maximal extension of the Schwarzschild geometry. And I shall refer to the crucial coordinates, this maximal extension of the Schwarzschild geometry in video 6. Video 6 also a long time ago. It's more than 3 years ago. Of course, I drawn it a big form so you can easily visualize. This coordinates, this is the one is called 1 is the first quadrant in which the matter go into the black hole. This is the straight line represents light speed. That means when they come here, the matter is light speed, and then when they enter in the black hole, this is singularity, which is the black hole singularity event horizon, and then this is they will come out again from the past singularity, a past black hole or white hole, and then ejected out into the outside of the black hole. This is the idea of this crucial coordinate. It is first developed by American scientist called Martin Kruskal in 1961, more than 60 years ago. This is the first physical theoretical model, and the other one is called a theoretical model of a curved black hole. Here, again now the middle one is the spring singularity, which I mentioned before in the crucial coordinate, and that but there are other structures. The event horizon R minus, and then the infinite redshift surface S1, and then infinite surface S plus. And this to be understood that if the EM divided by c square is equal to the charge of the total charge of the black hole. Then all this, it looks like very complicated. There are so many different S1, S2, S1 and S minus 1 or S plus, and then you have R1, R plus, R negative. But all this will go away if the total charge of this black hole is equal to the Newton constant times the mass of the black hole divided by c square, the light speed square. Then all this will go away, and the leaving only the central part. That's the event horizon. And this case is called the maximal extremal black holes. This figure you can get from page 31325, General Relativity, a book by Werner Israel of the Hebrew University. And also this crucial coordinates figure also got it from page 269 of the same book. And now I come after I come to the theoretical model, I've come to a purely mathematical model. That's right. These two figures represent a vector field having a single point attractor C and its trajectories. This is a single point attractor, and this trajectory of the matter entering the black hole and going out of the black hole. Come here, and then they go out in a perpendicular direction. Although you always hear that the matter, once they have gone into a black hole, they cannot escape. Matter are thought unable to escape a black hole. But this is in a direction opposite to that they enter the black hole. But this does not prevent them from escaping in a direction perpendicular to that direction. Because in the perpendicular direction, the energy they require to escape is the energy that they otherwise they will be required to escape. Multiply time cosine 90. What's cosine 90? Everyone know that cosine 90 is 0. And moreover, as I explained in the crucial coordinates, there's actually a mechanism. There's a mechanism for escaping from the black hole. Actually, when I multiply, when I explain these crucial coordinates, I already said that when matter comes into the black hole through the ring singularity, then they are ejected from a past singularity. Ejected, automatically ejected. So this is a way for them to escape, a mechanism. there's existing mechanism for them to escape. So after seeing all these models, what's my conclusion? Conclusion from both both A and B. A is for the mechanism of why the strong, the electromagnetic and the gravitational forces are in this form. And B is one of the intuitive and informed concepts of the structure of a black hole, which is the topic B. So for both these two topics, my conclusion is that matter which goes into